I know what you're thinking. Why does Miles need another machine? One. And two, why is it so big? Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. About a year ago on Facebook, I saw Matt at Lost Creek got a load of machines in, and one of the machines was a 14 by 54 American Pacemaker. I think the next day, I was out in Ottawa looking at it and like drooling over it, trying to figure out how to buy it because it's pretty pricey for the machines I usually buy. I went back like 12 more times over like the last year or so. I couldn't afford it. For a while, I didn't have the space. For a while, I didn't think I could put it in this building, which we figured that out, I guess. If anyone's looking for a lot of good stuff, Matt just got a huge amount of tooling and machines in from this hoarder's house who passed away. Buckets of carbide end mills unused. Go to Lost Creek. Or, call him if you need something. So he sends me a message, and Matt doesn't really do this. Come get the Pacemaker, here's the price. And I'm like, holy God damn it, now I gotta get it. When I was in high school, I was watching a lot of A-Bomb videos. When he was at Motion, he ran a big, I don't remember what the swing or length was, it was a big pacemaker. He was doing hydraulic shaft work on it, and that was like huge. And the pacemakers are so iconic. It's kind of a life goal achievement to have one. It's in pretty good shape. Don't know the year on it, have to look that up. It's not the square body version, it's the older one. I think it's like late 50s, something like that. It's been repainted in a weird way with like house paint, so I'm redoing that. I did run it a couple months ago at Lost Creek. It has a couple quirks I gotta work out, nothing too crazy. Tail sock's kind of messed up, but I can fix that. It doesn't shift into high speed because they like put the gear out of mesh in a way that limited it, so the max speed right now is like 300 instead of 1500. I think it was in a school and they didn't want kids like killing themselves running that machine at 1500 RPM. But we did look inside the headstock and the gears look like, and the ways are pretty good. Way better than my Cincinnati. About as good as you would expect from a machine this old. So I'm really excited to run it. I can thread again, which is exciting. I haven't been able to thread on my Cincinnati for a couple of years because the gear's been broken and it's like a really complicated part to make, and we just haven't had the time to think about it. Moving this thing, I didn't think it would be that bad. Andrew thought it was going to be the end of the world. Hi, Andrew.
Yeah. See, I consulted the detailed engineering plans. As you can see, they reference a central coordinate system labeled whole. So this is our point of reference.
That's our
northern star, okay?
That's our point of concentricity.
Right. We are gonna go 55.5 inches to the left of this hole, and that puts us like right over this guy, which is great. Shush, I'm talking. And then when we go over here, the detailed engineering plans say 95 inches. And I'm gonna say that hole is about a foot. Can you hold that up there? Make yourself useful, Jesus Christ.
I think we got a brace from this one on.
No.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I guess we start on the back wall because that's kind of easier. Little update. Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
So we got some stuff done. That's a little, what do you call that? H-frame? Not H-frame.
Stonehenge.
So this is the one that they did for the Milwaukee. This is ours in wood because I'm too cheap for steel right now. It'll be just enough. And then we're gonna do two in the middle here. Andrew is measuring. A little more drywall has to come down.
No. Oh yeah, it does. You're right.
Say that again.
You're right.
Say, look at the camera.
Shut the fuck.
Give everyone your precious thoughts.
I have no thoughts.
That's true. What time is it, like 8?
No, it's 11:45. We're on track to set this set up 20 minutes faster than the last one because of the way it's gonna work. So we're gonna use the scream drill. We're on scream mode.
Scream mode?
Scream drill. So were you also yelling? I was gonna say. Yeah. Oh, you f***ed it.
First casualty.
Ooh, look at that. Where was that?
Did you just throw that?
Oh, where was that? Dude, are you kidding me?
No, you threw that.
No,
You're putting it out.
No, I'm not, dude.
Andrew's just throwing.
Wait a minute.
Andrew's throwing stuff at me for content.
Miles is terrified of the basement. We should submit that to Ghost Adventures. Be like, oh my god, it just got cold all of a sudden. You feel it, I feel it.
Maybe it's the broken window.
When Colin edits this footage, I feel like he leaves the best out that I film. Because I filmed John's ass crack the one time and he never put it in there. It was.
You can't really put John's ass crack.
I mean, you can. Can you stop, dude? Here.
Yeah, seriously, they should not. This is like the one type of screw they should not make Torx. Torx is so good that everything just snaps off. I'm actually less afraid of them now. Now that I know.
Now you know you're not supposed to impact them in.
Seriously.
It says right on there, do not impact into concrete.
Like, they should put that on the bottom.
Let's see this beautiful work here. So the one that didn't go in, is that our shim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Miles O'Malley of Andrew and Miles Structural Framing. Here's an example of previous work from a very happy customer. This is actually ridiculous.
I mean, there's no way that thing's going through the floor.
So we got, these are all 4x4s, kind of braced up on the joists there.
No, those are girders.
No, I think they're joists. Yeah, we got more over here, and here's the steel framing from the Milwaukee.
You know what, I guess these are girders. I think those are joists. I think you're right. That's the girder.
You know how many times Andrew's corrected me for saying joists in the last 2 days?
I didn't even think about this.
So we were just marking which direction we were going. North, south, P&S, west, east. You know it's not Pepsi Max anymore, it's Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Here's one more for you, Colin.
Ding! Taking the dog! Colin, pause the video right now and text me what the reference is. And I'll say it in 3, 2...
What? What did you say?
What?
What did you say?
I don't know.
No. What are you f***ing talking about?
Ding! Yeah. Jump on it. Can you jump? Oh my god. For those who don't know, I bought a lathe. We had to move some stuff around, so the Rathbone's there now, which I actually kind of like. Do you like where the Rathbone is? I kind of actually like it. On the end of this workbench. It kind of works. She's going right here, so this is where we just were in the basement.
Wait a minute. Let everybody know.
Oh yeah, that's
this
my
is the central point of origin for the detailed engineering drawing.
Yes. Dude, it's gonna look so cool in here. And now I don't have to do those floors. If steel prices weren't crazy, I would have liked to put a steel plate under on top of the wood, you know.
It's astonishing to think that we even got the Milwaukee.
I know, yeah, the Milwaukee sat right there. Rest in peace.
The floor looks like it has sprung back a little bit.
Yeah, it has. Centerpiece. You walk in this door, you see the most beautiful machine in the world. You forget I have like 12 spinning lathes now.
Only you care.
Spinning lathe, inside spinning lathe, other inside spinning lathe, hard hinge, Rathbone, spinning lathe at home, other spinning lathe at home, 2 more spinning lathes that Harry's giving me, which I just don't need. Pacemaker.
So I thought this was just a garbage chute that they swept the floor in there and every so often they dumped it out. I don't know why I thought...
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm 100% serious.
Anyone want to buy my gantry? Anyone want to buy it?
So here's what we'd have to do though for me to buy this.
You're also not going to want to pay what I need to get out of it.
What did you buy this thing for?
$1,500.
Oh yeah.
If anyone wants it, I'll give you the not Andrew price, which is $1,200. It's a nice thing. It comes with the hoist. I paid $100 for the hoist too, because I just don't really need it.
We are in the basement because Miles is too afraid to be down here, even though I totally spooked him earlier by yelling through the hole.
You really did. I was kind of expecting you to do that.
Get the detail engineering drawing.
Oh, that's not a spec. 36 exactly somehow. It was supposed to be 36 and a quarter. We gotta tear this out.
Jesus, ow, what the f***, dude?
138.
It'll go under the, yeah, you gotta keep it, man.
This might go
It'll go over.
over the
It will.
headstock. Yeah. Are we swapping trucks tonight?
No, get you in the morning. Don't be a bitch, come on. Do that for me one more time.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, can't do it. The American. Why is this so zoomed in? Did you intentionally do that?
Yep.
American pacemaker layout. I'm gonna be honest, you kind of ruined it.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, what we gotta do now? Yeah, I love the idea that this is the 8th iteration of this. It's so dumb. Just so we never forget where the hole is. I just love that there's also bare wire still.
It's glorious like a hole.
So that one isn't.
No, this is the live conduit.
And then that one is live. I've been sweeping over it and I haven't been getting shocked. Well,
No, are you dumb?
I mean, just use one hand.
Dude, holy f***, it's 12:15. I gotta go to f***ing work in the morning.
It's decided. Rathbone and Hardinge ass to butt over there. And then the milling machine right here.
What do you mean ass to butt?
Like back to back. And then that way I can put this cabinet, which is gonna have all lathe tooling, right next to the pacemaker. In between that and the Rathbone. You love it. You love it.
The worst.
You love it. This is exciting. We're getting rid of water here in the basement, and this is gonna be upstairs. All the water is gonna be upstairs in the corner there. Once we get it inside, it's a home stretch. Because we just roll the tailstock over, reset the skates, and then twist this edge in. Easy! Famous last words.
Notice how nothing is ready?
What are you talking about? It's all ready.
It's a big ass gantry crane still in the way. That's gonna be fun to move.
Here, hold the camera. Give me. Hold it.
No, come on.
Watch me move the gantry.
It's time to leave.
Okay, I
think we got enough. Look at that. Don't go to Sunbelt or United because they won't even rent to me.
The same trailer at Sunbelt would have been like $350, and this was like $150. So try Herc if you got it near you.
Even though he has an account with United.
This place is the place. Half the price. When you need it for the weekend, they only charge you for 1 day. Happiest place on earth.
It's not Disneyland, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah. Matt had some choice words about our YouTube channel.
iCarly hates bouquet.
Ooh. Look at that. How does it feel to be eternally jealous of my American Pacemaker?
I mean, I'm not that jealous because I don't think that this lathe would suit my needs as much.
Yeah, that's right. You don't do real work. What do you think, Andrew?
All right, let's get some pipes on it. What the f, you know? Yep.
No, I think we have to move our board. Got it? It ended up being not that bad. It was just a lot of work, a lot of time. But it was sure fun driving down the highway with a 6,000 or 5,600 pound machine behind you. That was fun. It's amazing how much less stressful it was driving this machine home from when we drove to Cincinnati. Because little story time. Andrew and I go get machines. He comes with me like every time. We kind of hate each other, but it's like what we do for fun. We're the only people we know who do this shit. So when I was 19, I just moved back from Kansas City to do mouthpiece stuff, but then that fell through. So I was on my own. I had a Grizzly 11x26 lathe, which it was a nice little machine. I sold that for $800, and I was gonna get the Cincinnati Hydro Shift. It was in Muskegon, Michigan for $1,500. And I borrowed $200 from my mom because I didn't have enough money. And I was like, Mom, it's gonna make the money all back real quick, and it did. And I had like $7 in my bank account after gas and trailer and all that. And neither Andrew nor I had ever rented a trailer anywhere before to move a machine. When Andrew got his Sheldon, Lost Creek brought it to him. So I went to Home Depot because it was the cheapest trailer I can get. It was like $15 for this trailer, and it was a single axle, no ramp. It was so shitty. 1,500 pound max capacity on this thing. We've been debating this a little bit. Some of the manuals on the Cincinnati that Andrew has and that I have differ. Mine says 3,500 pounds. His says 2,800. So we drove to Muskegon, Michigan, which is like a 2.5 hour drive without a machine. He loaded on with the forklift, put his forklift inside his shop, and he immediately blasted out of there. Because he was like, dude, these guys are going to end up on the side of the road with this thing tipped over. I'm not going to be here. I got my money. He's out. Andrew and I driving home with this tiny trailer and this giant lathe for 4 hours because we were going slow. I really don't know how we didn't die. That Home Depot trailer was like the crappiest of the crappiest trailers. It's amazing how much less stressful moving the Pacemaker. I got a trailer from Herc Rentals. Herc Rentals is awesome. Sunbelt is expensive and they never have trailers. I'm very excited for this machine. The plan for this machine, you might be asking why it's so big. It's really not that huge. It'll swing 18.5 over the waist. It's funny because it's a 14-inch swing machine, 18.5. I think it's 17.5 over the apron, which is like really good. And then over the cross slide, it's like 10.5, 11, somewhere around there. It's like really good. Like that's some pretty good capacity. This machine's for making bell mandrels. I've been making a lot more bells for customers recently, like a lot more. A lot of it's because of the YouTube channel. Like, oh yeah, we needed a bell maker. We found you on YouTube. It's like, what? And you watched my YouTube videos. And you didn't run away. Yeah, so I'm making insert copyright name here 3 mandrel for a customer. And then I'm making a 229 bell, which is coming really soon. It's a good C bell, apparently. And then we'll do a 239 down the road. We're doing a 37 in January. It's giving me a bell to copy. That's going to be a great bell to have. Because I have a Miha, which is similar to a 37, but people who want a Miha want a Miha. People who want a 37 want a 37. So it's going to be a good one to have. I want to do a 72 and a 43. Just the common ones, using the letters of people who won't sue me for copyright. I have a lot of friends who have a lot of tracings for tracer attachments. So maybe down the line I'll put a hydraulic tracer on here. That'd be pretty sweet. This thing's going to help a lot. I do a lot of tool making, a lot of fixtures tracers and stuff were having a nice, accurate, this machine should be really accurate and repeatable. I'm going to put a DRO on it, like that is for sure, because when making a mandrel, the way I do it currently without a tracer is you make a bunch of steps like a lead pipe. And if I had a DRO, even just on the X, is X parallel to the spindle or perpendicular? Colin, what is it? Having that DRO instead of using a Travidile like I do now to like reset and reset, just going boom, 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 boom every quarter inch or eighth inch or whatever I'm doing, that's going to be sweet. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. The cool factor on this machine is off the charts. It is just a dumb machine. If you don't know anything about these lathes, I don't really know that much. They're kind of like the old school workhorses that built this country in like the World War II era to like the 60s. They were making them. They are like absolute beasts of a machine. This thing is an L1 spindle, which is huge. I'm going to put my 12-inch four-jaw on it from the Cincinnati's. Oh yeah, Cincinnati's for sale. I need it basically until I move into this building full-time. I'm still waiting on electricity in here, but the intent is to never move the Cincinnati here, always keep it in my garage, and if someone wants it, it's a great machine. It's got a lot of quirks, can't thread, but it's going to be cheap. It works fine. I mean, it works great. I make bell mandrels on it. You want to make bell mandrels? You want to spin bells? Spin bells on the Cincinnati, for sure. I do my inside spinning on it. I'd keep it, but I don't have the space. I really don't want to keep it. Andrew keeps telling me to keep it. What else? Oh yeah, I'm painting it. Vote on what color. I might do a vote thing on Instagram if I can figure that out. So the color that was on there is kind of like a turquoise light, like kind of whited out turquoise. I'm thinking like that same kind of shade, but in purple, like a lavender. I think I'll do a vote on Instagram. It's got the threading stop on the cross slide. So there's a little screw that when you're threading on the cross slide, you'll tighten this little set screw. And what that does, it gives you a hard stop. Because when you're threading, inside threading or outside, you're going to thread, and then you stop, and then you're going to push the tool away so it doesn't cut it in the backstroke, so you just wheel it out. This has a hard stop, so when you wheel it out, and then you go back to your 0 point, it's a hard stop on that 0 point, and then you do your in-feed. It's not a big deal. It's like, you can totally thread without this, but like, threading with this is like killer. Like, I obviously saying this having never used it, but like the concept is pretty awesome. If anyone wants to come scrape paint off of this thing, you're welcome to come. I'll buy you Burger King. We'll be happy, or pizza. Anyone? Dan Robinson likes scraping. It's not paint, but he likes scraping. He's welcome to come. I'll fly him over for that. Well, if A-Bomb's watching, I love you. Come visit the Beverly Shear building. We can barbecue in the parking lot. That would actually be a lot of fun. He doesn't want to come here though. He doesn't know who I am.